This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you can look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from Southern California. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. First carry for Joe Mixon. And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down. With that, I'll only give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Houston.
Now Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
He's brought down
a gain of 16 yards. It's good for a
yards.
Texans first down.
And the Texans first down.
Here we go. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Again, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Here we go. On 4th down, Stroud. He's got his man complete to Dell. He's going to have a Texans first down. He'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
A gain of 15. First down, Texans.
On the ground, it's Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Stroud. He takes off. And a nice run and close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
6 yards.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
That one, take it in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Houston. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now Fahmy Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Jackson now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10. And the Chargers have the first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
They run it over center with Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage across the 50 to the 48.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now, a deep shot for Allen, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
21. Go.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
22 yards for pickup there. First down, LA.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Black 80. Black. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
15 more yards.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Home troops right. Back with the bar. Back with the bar.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Set. 380. Set.
That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
Chargers.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle?
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Chargers. And touchdown number 19 on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run a draw with Mixon. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
The run game not helping him out those last two plays, thus 3rd and 16. A throw left side finds Dell. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate the call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
In punt formation
The
for
Texans set to punt this one away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes.
Set.
Quick throw on the RPO to Harris. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd
From
and
the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set. 380.
Watch twins.
Go.
Now Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. Back to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If they need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down. They'll give it to Harris again. Finding room to the 20. And strong running there as they're finally able to bring him down. They get an even 20 on that one. And the Chargers have the first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left side. And the Chargers are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back.
That is caught by the tight end. Orlando Gadsden. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. Chargers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Texans 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Dell, the motion man. Second down throw for Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Third and inches.
Here we go.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. You can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the final 2 weeks of the season. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and 1.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And open down the field. That's Harris. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Finds an alley to the 35. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be first and goal inside the 10. That is a big play for LA. 42 yards.
First down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, LA. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Texans 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their From 23-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Schultz, the motion man. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Stroud to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards picked up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Over. 18.
Now Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down.
Townsend in punt formation for the Texans.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. To throw, it's perfect. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now, Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
It's a gain of 14
Set to go now
yards.
on 1st and 10.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
59.
Now Herbert again. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trey Harris, the intended receiver
It's
there.
now 2nd and 10.
And that will lead to a 2nd down.
380. Run. Cap.
Throwing again, Herbert. Now a screen set up for Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Herbert trying to hustle his guys to the line.
That's another Chargers first down.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Pass is caught. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And he will have a first down, and they're in the field goal range now at the 30.
4 yards.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
30-yard line.
380. Run. Set. Set.
Herbert to the air again. Right side and hauled in by McConkey.
Complete to Brad McConkey. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3.
Set. What is it?
Herbert to the air again. We'll get this complete left side to Johnston.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
At the 10-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Set. Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
Brad McConkey, the one he was looking for.
Complete.
And third down coming up.
3rd and 5.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That one underthrown and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Jackson now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Grenade! Run! Set. Lion. Ready.
He'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And the Chargers
So,
down.
1st and 10 here now at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Set.
Another run here with Harris. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jamal Hill there for the tackle. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Set. 380. Ready.
On the give, it's Harris. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Set. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are. Especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
The Texans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
This one is caught by Kirk. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. First down for Houston.
Here we go.
On play action. Stroud to the left side. Caught by Schultz. And he's into the end zone. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans back within 10. It's now 24-14. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. Look at this, out wide to Johnston.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your right.
Picked up by the all-pro corner, Derek Stingley. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down, Houston.
They'll run with Mixon. And despite a nice juke, we're going to get a yard to show 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
C.J. Stroud.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Jackson now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The
Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They'll find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On second down, a run with Harris. Najee Harris. And he will score. Najee Harris, touchdown Chargers. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. That is some kind of run. Everything you love about a running back. Using some of the power as well, Greg, to find his way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And as so often is the case, Mike, in the NFL, you just can't block every defender. Well, for this back, it doesn't matter. You said it. His power is what allowed him to break those tackles and find himself in the end zone.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 31, Texans 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. And as this season starts to wind down, we look ahead to NFL honors the week of the Super Bowl. Take a look at some of the candidates to take home the award for the Offensive Player of the Year. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is the 9-time Pro Bowler Khalil Mack getting into drop him for sack number 11 on the season. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
19.
Throwing is Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A good return here, able to take it across the 50 to set up the offense with a short field. The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further.
Ready.
Pistol here for Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 42
Second down, they need 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third down.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass. And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4 down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on third down. But even if he didn't, I think that third down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on fourth.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Now it's Herbert. He's got a man! It's Harris! And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Set. Go.
Harris going to get it here as we start the fourth.
He's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry, and anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to do.
On play action, it's Herbert. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he tacks on a nice return to boot. He'll get this all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and their offense is back on the field.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 3. Back to throw. Stroud. Over the middle and caught by Collins. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. It's over the middle and caught by Dell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Texans.
Tony.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. That'll give him 4 yards.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Second and goal.
Over. 18. That's it.
Mixon. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle.
And he will score! Game on! Joe Mixon! Touchdown, Houston!
Previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So that challenge, a successful one.
Set. Ready.
Give up the middle to Harris. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, right back to Harris. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
It's a loss of 2.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be third down.
Third down and
Well, it's not going to make up for all the
go.
plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth
It's
down.
now fourth down.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Khalil Mack getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On a second down throw for Stroud. Throw here's down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. Third down coming up. Stroud. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And now it's fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on down.
Set. Set.
On first down, it's Harris. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 38 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll run with Hampton to the 5-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Omarion Hampton, touchdown Los Angeles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Kicker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
All right. 18.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down right
2nd and 10.
at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and
Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. This is 3rd and 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Down the motion man.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Now deep ball here for Collins. That's on the big man, Cam Robinson.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Schultz, the motion man. Here's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. Will bring up 4th down. And he is going to go down, but we do have the marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
18.
Here's Stroud. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Texans.
Ground, it's Chubb. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
to throw is Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down. After a gain of 7.
1st down, Houston.
Now Stroud. Got his man. It's Kirk. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Complete to number 13.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Stroud.
First down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4. And it's
Crowd to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one is complete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A run. Here's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll give it to Harris again. Has an opening. Past the 40. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes.
Set. 380. Route.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and